The Honda HRX217VYA with Roto-stop. This mower lands itself toward the top of their lawnmower lineup, but Honda is done making them. So should you still buy one? Hey guys and gals, welcome to Garage Gear. I'm JB, and just so we're clear here, I purchased this Honda HRX217VYA with my own money, so you know you're getting an honest review. You know, I keep saying this, but is this the last brand new Honda lawnmower that I'll have in this garage? I'm starting to think it isn't. With these boxes, the lawnmower bag might be right here on top, so what I like to do is I like to slice the ends first with a knife and then lift it up. So be careful, so that way you don't slice that brand new bag. Time for that magical moment. Yep. Smells like a Honda. Oh my God, it's so pretty. Here's our mower bag. Fold you up, yep. Ah, there it is. The owner's manual with our motor oil. Underneath this gal is our frame, so we're gonna have to roll this mower out. Now, these are big mowers weighing over 100 pounds, so what I like to do is save my back, and all I like to do here is just take a box knife, slice the ends up, slice it up, and then simply lower the drawbridge. We have this frame underneath. We may have to lift up the front end here. Out comes our frame. We'll need this in a moment. And then all we gotta do from here is simply roll it right out. Let's get all this cardboard off here. Same thing here. There we go. Then we got some cardboard right here holding this bale down. Good. From here, I'm just gonna fold up the handlebars. And we do gotta loosen up this recoil a little bit. There we go. Auto lock. Nice. Now let's pull off this foam. And on this side. Now I'm just going to set the height adjusters all equally and set them all to about 2 inches. Boom, and boom, baby. All right, it's time to play build a lawnmower bag. Here's our bag itself. What I'm gonna do is just take this frame right here, stand it up, and then take this end and just slide it into that hole at the bottom of the frame. Same thing over here, just slide it right in, goes in nice and easy. So that's our bag frame. Quick funny story, one of my neighbors bought a Honda lawnmower. He bought the HRN model, and their frames are pretty much the same. And what he ended up doing was, as soon as he opened up the box, he said, oh, I thought this was a support bracket for the box, and he ended up throwing out the frame. And then he comes to me with his bag dangling like this. He's like, hey, how do I install this bag on my mower? And I said, well, where's the frame? He's like, what do you mean? And I said, well, it came with a metal frame in the box. And he threw it away. He's like, oh shoot. So he ended up having to buy a whole new bag. So don't discard this. I'm gonna slide this bag right over the frame, just like so, all the way to the top. From here, make sure you slide this underneath your handle and then just simply lock this first tab right on. Then you can start working your way down. We're just gonna slide this one on and then this one over here. And then to pull it tight, what I'm gonna do is bring the bottom one on first. And if yours is really tough to get on, you can always spray a little WD-40 into this seam, open it up, and it should slide right onto the bars. And good. Now our side panels, we're gonna lock these in. Come on, JB, you can do this. There we go. Cool. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is your Honda HRX lawnmower bag. From here, we're gonna lift up the rear hood, drop it right on she goes. Now, generally speaking, this mower is set up. And to help set this video up with the YouTube algorithm, would you mind hitting that like button? Thank you very much. Let's get into the engine. Just so you're aware, these Honda mowers are shipped with a tiny bit of oil inside, and that's to help keep everything lubricated, so that way in shipping and in storage, there's no parts corroding inside that engine. So we're just gonna take the dipstick out, and there is a little bit, as you can see here on my paper towel. I'm just gonna set that aside. And then from here, I'm gonna take the oil that they gave us, we're gonna crack this open. There is a little seal on the top, just pop that, and then simply pour it right on in. Get every drop, and that will do. Then all you gotta do from here is simply reinstall your dipstick. Out of the box, that's how it's done. Let's dive into the details. First up, these Honda mowers are assembled with domestic and foreign components right here in the USA. Next up, the Nexite deck, which Honda states is made up of a high impact resistant material, AKA plastic. Hey, it doesn't dent, rust, or corrode. So if you got longevity in mind, this could be the way to go, and in my experience, they're super durable. Now, the way this entire mower and this deck are set up, you can do 4 things with it. First up, you can bag, and Honda can pack these bags full of clippings way better than any cashier at the grocery store. And you can probably fit about a dozen loaves of Wonder Bread inside that bag too. Set your clip deflector all the way over to bag, and you're in bag mode. Now, this mower can also rear discharge, and all you have to simply do is take the bag off, set your flap down, Make sure it's in bag mode with your clip deflector, and the clippings will shoot right down straight at the ground. Now let's say you want to strictly be in mulch mode. You're going to send your clip deflector all the way over to the farthest end, and you're in mulch mode. Now remember how I said there were 4 modes to this mower? Well, with the clip deflector and Versamo on this mower, what you can do is lift up the rear hatch, put your bag back on, take your lever here, put it maybe somewhere here in the middle, and this allows you to mulch and bag at the same time. So if the grass is getting really overgrown, you can mulch some, bag some, and save the mess. And you can set this to any percentage in between. Parked up on top, we have the GCV 200 engine. They're easy to start, and in most cases, these engines start on the very first pull. These give you a ton of power to slice through thick grass. When does the VTEC kick in? With this model, you also get an adjustable throttle control. I love this. You just don't see these on mowers nowadays. It's all the little things here on this mower that make me happy. Honda also had maintenance in mind here. Oil changes are super easy. Simply tip it over, pour it out, tip it back, refill it, and you're done. Air filters are super easy to swap out. They're right underneath this cover here, and I'll have some of these linked down below in the description. This gas cap is huge with a wide mouth that helps reduce spilling. And according to the manual, on the back side of the tank right here towards the top, there's this little ridge or notch. That's where you want to fill the gas up to. This is going to help the engine run at its best. Love that sound. And HRX models also come with a fuel shutoff valve. Now, the big reason you're probably looking at this VYA model in particular, and the main reason I purchased this VYA model is right here, the Roto-stop. This is going to allow you to shut the blades off, but still keep the engine running. Pretty cool. To engage it, all you have to simply do is push down on this yellow button, pull back on this lever, and your blades are spinning. To stop it, let it go. For me, this is a big deal with filming. I take hundreds of shots across my lawn using a mower. And if I don't have to re-pull the mower to start it every single time, that's a huge time savings in itself. I'm very excited to have this feature. Now, while we're on the topic of mower blades, this is Honda's microcut dual blade system. 2 blades delivering a better quality cut for improved mulching and bagging. This Honda comes equipped with a 7-position 4-wheel height adjustment system that holds its height well with no deck bounce like you see on some cheaper models. Going from 0.75 inches all the way up to 4, allowing you to handle some really tall grass. Now this mower is running on 2-inch by 9-inch tall wheels with ball bearings inside for increased durability and less rolling resistance. The rubber tread on these wheels lasts and lasts, and this is also a rear-wheel drive unit. Now this Honda comes with a 3-position handlebar assembly. Now let's have a look at how high and low it can go. Out of the 3 height adjustment settings for the handlebars, this is the highest the handlebars will go up. From here, I'm gonna set it to the middle setting. I'm just gonna twist these, open them up, lower it just a little bit, lock them in, done. Now this is the middle setting. Still a nice setting for me. It might be just a little too low. I'm 5'9", so if you're taller than 5'9", you're probably gonna want that highest setting. And then let's set it now. I'm gonna twist these again, and we're gonna lower it to the lowest setting. That's really low. But this is good if you're a shorter person. This could work out for somebody like you. And for better storage, you can also fold the entire handlebar assembly completely flat. Now moving up to the top of the handlebars, here's your command center. On the left, you have your throttle control and your stop switch. Here on the right, this is your Roto-stop. And then dead center, this is your select drive. Your speed is fully adjustable on this transmission. And if you notice, as I turn this dial, the paddles come further and further out. And then as I set it back, they move their way in. You have a wide variety of speeds here on this, which is great. So if you have some taller grass, you can set it to a slower speed, so that way you can take your time really mulching up all those clippings. And then if you have some lower grass, maybe it's a little drier, you can dial it up, press it down, and go. You can control it with your thumbs or even your palms right here. Now here's a few other quick facts about this HRX. The overall weight of this entire unit is approximately between 98 and 110 pounds, and that's going to depend on which version of the HRX model you purchase. It comes with a 5-year residential warranty. Most mowers nowadays, you get a 2 or 3-year residential warranty. It also comes with a 90-day commercial warranty, and don't forget to register it. Let's get some ethanol-free gas in. This mower is all set, so if you're ready, I'm ready, let's go fire it up. Engine has no oil. It does now. Check. What's this one say? Warning, this product can expose you to chemicals. Got it. Goodbye. Now, according to the manual, it says to first begin by putting your throttle to fast or high, and then from here, give it a pull. Wow. That started pretty easy. It's got a nice humming speed to it right now. I like the sound of that. And from here, let's engage the blades. We're gonna push down on a big yellow button. We're gonna pull back. Oh yeah. Now she's screaming. Hondas have a very unique sound to them. All right, so now I have the dial here on the select drive set at the lowest speed. Let's see how fast she goes. That's a good mowing speed right there. Not bad. Maybe a little quick for the lowest speed, but let's see how the rest go. I'm gonna set it to about maybe a third of the way up. That should do. Here we go. Whoa. This horse can gallop. Jeez. Easy there, Mustang Sally. All right, now we're gonna set it to about 2/3 of the way. What about there? Here we go. Jeez. Really fast. All right, now we're going all the way up. Full throttle. Here we go. You notice how this thing lifts up? That's wild. Easily one of the fastest mowers I've ever used. We're gonna set that back down. Let's adjust the throttle speed really quick, see how that does. That's pretty good. And then back up. So right off the bat, it seems like your good mowing speeds are gonna be right here in this minimum bar here on the select drive. Anything faster than that's primarily probably gonna be for transporting this unit around. And to shut her off, we just simply flip the switch. Now, it is very early spring. The grass is almost ready to go. We're just about there for the first mow of the season, and perhaps this will be this gal's maiden voyage. I do plan to do a full review of this mower once I get some miles on her, so stay tuned for that. Now, here's what I like on this Honda HRX217VYA. First up, the decks are super tough and will last a very long time. Next, the Roto-stop up top. This alone is going to save me a lot of the hassle of restarting this unit over and over and over. Well worth the extra money. The drive system up top is responsive and comfortable to hold. And if you have a lot of obstacles in your way, or maybe a lot of trees, for example, and you have to make a turn, this allows you to get back up to speed quickly. Love the throttle control, and the taller 9-inch wheels with ball bearings do help this whole mower move a bit easier in those rare moments when you have to push it. Push it real good! And unlike many other brands nowadays, a lot of mowers have plastic transmissions. This unit has a metal transmission with a metal protective plate for increased durability. Pretty cool to see that. Now, no mower is perfect, but here's what grinds my gears with this Honda HRX 217VYA. First up, these HRX models are big mowers, and it feels bigger than it actually is. From where I'm standing to the front wheels is actually a pretty good distance. Didn't Honda mowers have a recall? Yep, they sure did. Honda had their fair share of recalls on these mowers about 2 years ago with their camshafts. The camshafts would lock up and injure homeowners when they went to start them up. Honda did take care of this issue, and before purchasing a Honda mower, be sure to check the box for this little green dot here on the side. Some may be blue, and this is an indicator that the camshaft issue has been fixed on this model. I have a video that I did recently on all the details of this recall and what to look for. I'll have it linked down below in the description. Next, these air filter covers can pop right off. There's not much holding them on. The handlebar locks at the bottom of these handlebars, after several years, will have a tendency to give out. But this can easily be fixed with a simple nut and bolt from a hardware store. Now, as of September 2023, Honda officially called it quits with building gas-powered lawnmowers. They're out of the game. So if you're planning on grabbing one of these Honda mowers, I would do so ASAP. Some Home Depots and other big box stores are selling these Honda HRX models and the HRN models at reduced prices. They're essentially trying to clear them out. I was able to grab this Honda, which originally cost $989, for $649. A pretty sweet deal. And when you start to compare this model to other models out by other brands, you start to see how this Honda mower really shines. And it makes purchasing this mower a no-brainer. See my links below to help you find a Honda mower that meets your needs, and thank you for supporting the channel. I recently did a video too on frequently asked questions that pop up with Honda mowers lately, and where Honda is headed. I'll have that link down below as well. Now, I did install an hour meter on this mower. I want to track every single second that this engine is running. I'll have one of these hour meters and a video on how to install one of these linked down below in the description. Not to worry, I will be doing a proper engine break-in on this mower as well, so stay tuned for that. And this is definitely a mower that can push past that 10-year, 100,000-mile mark and beyond if properly cared for. For more cool garage gear content, click or tap the screen right here. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the garage.